So this what I don't understand. How does a non-Pacoima guy knows what a guy from Pacoima does in Pacoima?
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the? You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, a.k.a. BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Listen.
Cheetah. Gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the Black Box. Black Box.
Relax, roll up as we randomly react to content in these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's time for R&R.
Smackwood and that hustle. Big shout out to my SPR, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
7 C's, 3 G's, navigated with ease. You already know what we do up in here in the Black Box. I don't know why sometimes the camera just look pale like that. The color don't look sharp. And I'll do another reaction. I'm going to play with it after this one. But y'all see the title? With no further ado, to see what the East Side Long Beach Keyways have been up to. Oh, mama.
Welcome to Hood War Stories. In this episode, I'll be discussing the war between the Insanes and the Rollin 20 Crips. The Insanes are the largest African-American gang located on the east side of Long Beach, California. Their neighborhood is centered around 21st Street and Locust. Members of the Baby Insanes are known to wear Cleveland Indian apparel. They beef it with the Longos and the Rollin 20 Crips. The Rollin 20 Crips are a primarily African-American gang, also located on the east side of Long Beach, California. Their neighborhood is primarily south of 21st Street, between Long Beach Boulevard and Orange Avenue. They are linked to platinum recording artist Snoop Dogg and are known to rock Pittsburgh Steelers apparel. They beef it hard with the Longos and the Insanes. The Insanes once shared a close alliance with the Rollin 20 Crips and coexisted well as a unit in the same area of Long Beach. They were bonded by family ties.
It's crazy seeing a Crip documentary with no Blue. Only Blue I seen so far was Chris, y'all. And we know that's from way on the other side of town.
But in the 80s, their close alliance was shattered by pride and egos, resulting in many deaths on both sides. On January 29th, 2009, Duncan Badius, who was from Rollin 20s, was outside his home on the 400 block of Walnut Avenue when an African-American male walked up and let off multiple gunshots. An eyewitness then seen an African-American male jog away wearing a black hoodie and sporting a Cleveland Indians baseball cap. Duncan suffered wounds to his neck and chest, which caused him to be paralyzed. He died several months later as a result of the neck wound. Kay Edwards, from the Insanes, was ultimately convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to 50 years to life. Jamar Welch and Alexander Johnson were rivals. Jamar was from Insanes and Alexander was from Rollin 20s. They had got into it multiple times before. In the first incident, Alexander overheard a conversation between Jamar and Ronisha, in which Jamar told Ronisha, "Don't let me find out you hanging out with these bum-ass niggas." Alexander then confronted Jamar saying, "Rollin Crip, who you calling a bum-ass nigga?" In the second incident, Alexander approached Jamar at the county building and said 20 Crips. Jamar laughed at him. On the afternoon of July 18th, 2014, Alexander was standing on the sidewalk with Laquan, Kevin, Drayvon, and Todd. Jamar then drove up and dropped off his friend Shane, who was a fellow member of the Insanes. Jamar then hit Alexander with the rear end of his car. Alexander then walked around to the driver's side and said he needed that fade. Alexander then walked to the middle of the street and waited for Jamar to get out the car. Jamar bounced out and then reached for his gun and shot Alexander multiple times. Alexander then dropped to the ground. Jamar ran to his car and drove away. Alexander died from a gunshot wound to.
That's why I have no clue what would make a Nia you bump into think he got action at a fade. And that still goes on. Strangers think that is cool, but that shit that happens so many times. I'm just saying, tactically, strategically, it's not wise on my mama.
The chest. Jamar Welch was ultimately convicted of second-degree murder. On the night of April 1st, 2012, Keon Kyles and his brother John F. Kennedy was attending a go-away party for Charlie at the Fantasy Gold Strip Club. Keon and John was from the Insanes, and Charlie was from the Rollin 20s.
He had a code name, John F. Kennedy.
There was a verbal altercation inside the club, then shots rang out. Keon Kyles died from several gunshot wounds in the club. As people were running trying to flee, John pulled out a gun and began firing multiple shots outside the club right after his brother got killed. A stray bullet then entered a woman's car, striking her in the breast and causing a non-fatal gunshot wound. About 6 weeks later, on the night of May 12, 2012, Kenneth McRoyal and Devon Augustine was attending a downtown loft complex gathering. They were socializing on the patio deck when John walked up and started firing multiple rounds, killing Kenneth and wounding Devon. During the investigation, detectives obtained a warrant to wiretap John's cell phone. In a wiretap conversation, they heard John saying that he had to pull out the hammer and that he tore the club up.
Gotta be careful on them phones, boy. Ooh.
And that he ran out of shells because 10 just wasn't enough. John F. Kennedy was ultimately convicted of 1 count of second-degree murder. On December 10, 2015, Keandre Newton had exited a liquor store in Long Beach and began walking north on Orange Avenue, wearing a red Cleveland Indian baseball cap. He was walking with a friend when Keontae Jones jumped out from behind the wall and approached Newton. He then shouted, "Where are y'all from?" and "Fuck tramps." Then proceeded to shoot Keandre in the head. Keandre died from the gunshot wound. About a month after the shooting, Keontae and Darian Harris led police on a high-speed chase in a stolen car. They eventually crashed it and fled on foot, but eventually ended up being caught. Keontae Jones was ultimately convicted of 1 count of first-degree murder. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please like.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can tell me shit about my crippin'. I've been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Big Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can tell me shit about my crippin'. I've been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me up back.
100,000 feel like something when you're thumbing through it. Done it when some would say one would be dumb to do it. Running circles round rappers on their last lap. PayPal perhaps. Ass cap the cash app. Ass app is how I expect the next direct deposit. Positivity love phone posits check the closet. To say we touching paper is an understatement. Underground label running late, tell them run the payment. Executive decisions, check the balance. Time to monetize the talents, I accept the challenge. Memory a crazy tune, 111 A. Local for my days, 97 ways.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can tell me shit about my crippin'. I've been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Big Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can tell me shit about my crippin'. I've been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me up back.
Unable to fake it, fuck how they take it. Heard about the meeting, I was able to make it. Just sick of watching Sherm heads squabble each other while the judge steady handing out lottery numbers. It go down year round, ain't gotta be summer. Life's a bitch and niggas never get apologies from her. Dumber, big and little homies frequently locking. Don't see no other options, that's the reason they flocking. SPI ain't the nigga, how you figure fat? Gift the gab, every gig get a bigger bag. Either name your price or it's appropriation. Finesse game, nigga nice with negotiations.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can tell me shit about my crippin'. I've been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Big Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it.
Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low.
And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddamn it, the homeboy Spider Loc.
It was SBI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
Spider Loc, nigga.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the? Spider Loc.
Spider Loc. Shout out to SBI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Loc, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loc is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loc, on my mama's mama.
Spider Loc's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Neighborhood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loc, Spider Loc, huh? Neighborhood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loc, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Camera still looking foggy doggy. I don't know why. Oh my mama, but hit that video right there on your screen. It's one you ain't seen. YouTube think it'll be clean for your palate, and it's valid. Oh my mama.